Welcome to New Sky TV shocking twist. Guo Yuxin and Xiaoxu to film a long-form drama together? Guo Yuxin's response ignites the comments section overnight. The trending topics exploded. No one expected that the long-dormant big brother and sister-in-law CP would return to the public eye in such a way. Guo Yuxin and Xiaoxu's second collaboration in the long-form drama Winter Sunshine has been officially announced, with a complete reversal in both subject matter and character settings, from the repressed and restrained forbidden unrequited love in Summer Offender to a direct upgrade to workplace rivals becoming lovers, with the line "the more you hate, the more you click," seemingly hitting the audience's sweet spot and trigger point perfectly. As soon as the news broke, the comments section went wild. CP fans celebrated like it was New Year's, shouting "Finally, it's not just empty promises. And I've never seen a second collaboration before, semicolon." While casual observers calmly poured water on the news, please don't let it be the same old three things: forced kiss, misunderstanding, and car accident, turning the aloof beauty into a love-struck fool. The coexistence of anticipation and anxiety has already made this drama, which hasn't even started filming yet, incredibly popular. Undeniably, the confidence of this on-screen couple stemmed from the phenomenal success of Summer Offender, 3 billion views, directly rewriting the ceiling for short dramas. A single glance in the show could make hearts race, and their joint endorsements and advertising dominance during the Spring Festival doubled their commercial value. For a time, Guo Yuxin and Xiaoxu even became a code for internet fame. But the tide quickly turned. Guo Yuxin gained renewed popularity with her villainous role in Yu Diang Qiu, praised for her cool demeanor and naturally evil face, but her new drama She's Too Good at Acting Cute experienced a precipitous drop in popularity, with netizens joking that without Xiaoxu, the CP filter instantly failed. In contrast, Xiaoxu's solo career soared, with 2 of his short dramas exceeding 2 billion views, earning him the title of the ceiling for short dramas in the industry. Thus, a harsh question was repeatedly raised: did the characters make the CP, or did the CP make the actors? Even more intriguing is the boundary between the two off-screen: no hype, no denial, no disassociation. During a live makeup removal broadcast, Guo Yuxin was pressed about her rumored romance, only responding calmly, "I'm open and honest, focusing on my work." When Xiaoxu was asked if he was following her new drama, he smiled and changed the subject. This elusive attitude, ironically, fueled the audience's imagination, creating immense tension even before the drama's release. The emergence of Winter Sunshine is no accident. It almost perfectly replicates the path to fame of Summer Offender: strong character conflicts, intense emotional turmoil, and the undercurrents of adult love. The difference is that this time it's not about suppressed unrequited love, but rather a mutual surrender after a fierce confrontation. What audiences want to see is not artificial sweetness, but a balanced, step-by-step emotional battle. Back then, Xiaoxu's expressive eyes were legendary. Even trembling fingers and uncontrolled breathing were meticulously analyzed frame by frame. Guo Yuxin's silent crying scene, where tears fell into a champagne glass, was both broken and defiant, still considered a memorable moment. Now, with her second long-running drama, will she reclaim her former glory, or risk a disastrous failure? The answer remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: in this brutal market, daring to collaborate a second time is a gamble in itself. And everyone is ready to watch the final outcome of this gamble. That's why Winter Sunshine is seen as a high-risk, high-reward gamble. What audiences truly fear is never melodrama, but rather uninspired melodrama. If characters are simply pushed onto a formulaic assembly line, using strong stimulation to cover up emotional emptiness, then even the best production values will only backfire on reputation. But if, beneath the high-conflict exterior, the restrained, patient, and progressively developing emotional writing of Summer Offender is maintained, then the so-called forced kiss, misunderstanding, and car accident might actually become a catalyst for amplifying the characters' relationships. The core of the problem lies in the people. Xiaoxu's strength has never been in outward dramatic tension, but in restraint. He excels at playing characters whose emotions are pressed to the limit but don't explode. Before a line is finished, the eyes already bulge. The moment the fingers pause, the audience knows the character has nowhere left to retreat. Such a person, placed within the framework of workplace rivals, can, if handled properly, transform dislike into restrained probing, and antagonism into an unconscious attraction. Guo Yuxin's transformation is precisely the most obvious variable of the past 2 years. She is no longer an actress who relies solely on the CP filter, romantic pairing, to establish herself. Villains, career women, emotionally devastated characters, she has tried them all, and she has handled them all well. Her desperate spirit gives her characters a natural edge, not weakness being rescued, but a fierce resilience that stands tall even after being repeatedly crushed by life. This Guo Yuxin, returning to acting opposite her co-star, is no longer the one being led along. This is precisely why this second collaboration is so intriguing. It's no longer a copy of Success, but more like an experiment to recalibrate the relationship. When both have completed their stages of growth and meet again, can the spark still fly? Will they mutually benefit, or will they each reign supreme? The market will provide the answer. But at least for now, Winter Sunshine has already won at the starting line, because it has made viewers start discussing performances, characters, and relationships again, rather than just data and popularity. As for whether it will ultimately be a hit or a flop, we can only wait for this high-stakes gamble to be fully revealed. This set of cold data, like a precise scalpel, directly dissects the most hidden and cruel truth of the short drama market. CP, couple pairing, is not icing on the cake, but a survival lever. When they appear together, public traffic is instantly ignited. Once separated, individual value is put under a microscope for repeated comparison. Guo Yuxin is not without talent, but in the world of algorithms, emotional resonance has more weight than acting experience. Appearing together itself can create a chemical reaction. Thus, the contradiction becomes increasingly clear. She needs the amplifier of a CP, while he already has the ability to break through to a wider audience on his own. This is not a fan war, but a realistic judgment given by the platform using data. Redfruit's algorithm logic is extremely cold. Interaction frequency, topic extension, and bullet screen density are layered to form a sustainable popularity model. The 5-star rating for the WCP isn't based on nostalgia, but rather on the sheer volume of clicks, reposts, comments, and fan-created content. Even more subtle is the subconscious projection of public opinion. When Liu Xiaoxu's on-screen appearance was leaked, the first reaction in the comments section was still paired with Guo Yuxin, not suitable for the role. This seemingly elevates Guo Yuxin, but in reality, it subtly solidifies her narrative position, being compared, bound, and defined. When the new co-star only gets 2.5 stars, the issue is no longer about acting well, but rather that the audience isn't ready to accept her absence from this relationship. This is precisely why Winter Sunshine feels like a bargaining chip pushed to the center of the table. It's not a simple reunion, but a direct test of market bias. If the two can still create high-density tension within their new characters, the CP will be upgraded. If the emotional gap is amplified, the algorithm will quickly rewrite the conclusion. For Guo Yuxin, this is a crucial battle to shed the dependency label. For Liu Xiaoxu, it's a watershed moment to verify whether a ceiling truly exists. If it succeeds, it's a win-win situation. If it fails, all the problems will be magnified again. The director attempted to salvage the show's reputation with cinematic camera work, but viewers had already fast-forwarded through the episodes. The rain-soaked kiss scene in She's Too Good at Acting was filmed like a music video, but online comments criticized it as overly artificial. Meanwhile, cut versions of the secondary couple scenes went viral on short video platforms, surpassing the main episodes in views. This contrasts sharply with Summer of Fendra, where scenes like the ambiguous advances in the Blu-ray tunnel and the bathtub kiss in episode 69 garnered over 300 million views on Douyin, with even the background music Rose Thief topping the music charts. Both on and off screen, Winter Sunshine is no longer just a competition between two dramas. When Guo Yuxin wrote in her acting notes that Liu Xiaoxu's eyes have hooks, and Liu Xiaoxu insisted on returning to the theater to avoid forgetting the taste of genuine audience laughter, that dangerous tension became the rarest variable on the industrialized assembly line of short dramas. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.